Chris, what is our first main topic today?
Topic number 1 comes from Alan Renshaw. Hi, John. I just saw the first look of Tom Hanks as Geppetto, and he looks great. It's hard not to like Tom Hanks, and just him being in this project makes me excited. What are your thoughts on this first look?
Yes, America's dad, Tom Hanks, the one celebrity that Anne has really wanted to meet that I have not been able to introduce her to yet. I mean, for those of you who don't know, watch my show for any period of time, like Tom Hanks is Anne's number one guy. Like that's it. Number one by miles. Her all-time favorite movie is Big. Anything that's got Tom Hanks in it, she wants to watch it. He is just her guy. And he is like that. He is beloved. He is absolutely beloved for many reasons. He's a multi-time Academy Award winning actor, one of the very few in the history of Hollywood to actually win Best Lead Actor at the Academy Awards back to back. It's not been done since. I don't know if it'll ever be done again. But the dude is absolutely incredible. Now, we've got this Pinocchio movie coming, and he's starring as Geppetto. But it ain't the only Pinocchio thing coming. There are several Pinocchios coming. Actually, this comes to us from Variety Writes. Pinocchio is directed by Robert Zemeckis, who, of course, has worked with Hanks before, from a screenplay written by him and Chris Weitz, who produces with Andrew Milano. Disney Plus's Pinocchio is not the only upcoming movie centered around the famous puppet. On March 22nd, Lionsgate Entertainment will release Pinocchio, A True Story, an animated film starring words I never thought I would say again in my career, starring Pauly Shore in the title role. Also in December, Netflix is expected to release a stop-motion animated Pinocchio, filming a film starring Gregory Mann, Ewan McGregor, who we were just talking about, and David Bradley, with Guillermo del Toro and Mark Gustafson attached to direct. And of course, we talked about that image. Remember they had that thing of Ewan McGregor's Jiminy Cricket, which was like, you know what? That actually looks pretty damn good.
It was awesome.
So there's lots of Pinocchio stuff going on out there. Now, for those of you wondering, how can multiple studios be making Pinocchio? It's because actually the story Pinocchio is in the public domain, which basically means, Rob, you and I, we can make that Pinocchio feature film if we want. You guys at home can make your own Pinocchio feature film if you want, as long as the only details you take is from the original Pinocchio story and not from Walt Disney's animation or from any of the other iterations. But if you just draw from that original story, you can make whatever Pinocchio movie you want. So you go ahead. And right now, a lot of them are doing that. But today's point, getting our first look at Tom Hanks as Geppetto. First of all, funny enough, the first thing that stands out to me is Pinocchio looks great.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that just looks wonderful. Here's a really weird thing about this. You know what I actually find? A lot of people have never watched Pinocchio. Like,
really?
a lot of people, I remember when Dumbo came out, like there's a lot of people actually never watched Dumbo. And they know about Dumbo. I think there's a lot of people out there who know about Pinocchio and probably haven't seen it or don't remember it quite well. Because the original story of Pinocchio, and even that original Disney animated film, is psychotically dark in places.
Oh, yeah.
And actually quite heavy in places. And when I see a Tom Hanks as a Geppetto, I just wonder if we might get a little taste of that. At least I certainly hope they do. And I think Tom Hanks is the guy to do it. He looks amazing as Geppetto. You know, Ann and I went to go see him in Shakespeare. He did Shakespeare. There's a Shakespearean stage in LA. It's small. It's got like 200 seats. And Ann and I got to sit like 18 feet from Tom Hanks as he's doing, what was it? And Henry III, I think he was doing.
Wow.
Anyway, which was amazing. But seeing him done up like this, I'm very curious to watch this. Rob, you had a chance to take a look at these images. What do you think about Tom Hanks' look as Geppetto?
Well, I got to say, growing up, I loved Pinocchio. I also loved, it wasn't a Disney movie, but Pinocchio in Outer Space. That's a true movie. That's a true,
Did that also have Biggs Darklighter in it?
It did not.
No, okay, just wanted to make sure. Okay.
But I have to say, I thought the look of this was absolutely perfect. I love the fact that they retained the original Disney design for Pinocchio. I looked at this, and I mean, I know it's just an image, but it's Robert Zemeckis. It's the man who directed Forrest Gump and Back to the Future and Used Cars, and I mean, huge Contact. I mean, he's a very talented filmmaker, and what's not to love, man? I looked at this and I'm like, yes.
Chris, you had a chance to take a look at this. First of all, we got a number of these projects coming out, like
Yeah.
from Guillermo del Toro, this one and others. But what do you think stands out about this one, and what do you think about the images we're looking at?
Oh my gosh, it just looks like the Disney film brought to life that I love. Kids smoking cigars and turning into donkeys. It's so messed up. What a messed up, weird piece of IP. I love it. He looks fantastic. I am super, super excited about this. Still confused about Polly, but hey, that's fine. I think it's going to be really great. And I'm so glad you brought up the Shakespeare show that you saw of him, John.
Yes.
He ad-libbed Shakespeare. Like, that's how good Tom Hanks is.
He's crazy
is he can
good.
just ad-lib like he's the bard. He's incredible. So anything he's in, I'm like, I'm going to see.
All right, guys, question is for you. What do you think about the looks of Tom Hanks as Geppetto? Which of the Pinocchio projects coming out are you guys dying to see? The Zemeckis one, the Del Toro one, the Pauly Shore one? Whatever one you guys are thinking about, jump on down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Guys, we want to take a minute and thank a sponsor of today's video, Viore. Now, you know, Ann and I like to work out and train several days a week, but the thing is I want to be comfortable and not look like a slob at the same time, and I often have a hard time finding something that does both. But Viore, everything is designed to work out in, but it doesn't look or feel like it's made to be worked out in. It is so comfortable, you will want to wear this stuff all the time. Now, you guys know I like some flexibility and versatility in the clothes that I wear, but that's where Viore comes in. See, it can be used for just about any activity like running, training, swimming, yoga, but it's also great just for lounging around or going out on the weekends in. For example, take the men's core shorts. These are the most comfortable and one of the best looking pairs of shorts that you can own, and they're versatile. One pair of shorts for just about every sport that you can play. Or take the men's Sunday performance jogger. These pants are perfect for lounging around in or going out for a good run. Viore is an investment in your happiness. For our viewers, they are offering 20% off your very first purchase. Get yourself some of the most comfortable and versatile clothing on the planet at viore.com/Campea. That's VUORI.com/Campea. Not only will you receive 20% off your first purchase, but enjoy free shipping on any U.S. orders over $75 and free returns. Go to viore.com/Campea and discover the versatility of Viore clothing.